Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my railroad. Today I think we're going to work on the battery car for my little Falk engine. The engine has been waiting a long time for its power supply, and it'll be a nice little consist. It'll have the Falk engine with a headlight. It'll have the electronics car with the Revolution train engineer and the Phoenix P8 soundboard in it and a speaker. And then last of all, we'll have the battery car. Yeah, we'll have lots of fun here today. And we'll put a train or two on the railroad maybe. Always fun to see a train run. Beautiful summer day. For the battery cover on our new little battery car, I decided to use an old Bachmann 10-wheeler tender. So we're going to cut it up into pieces, and then I'll show you some of the assembly here. And now, of course, we do the assembly. Oh yes, I almost forgot. The other thing we need to do is cut the coal load to fit on top of the new resized tender. And then, of course, the most crucial portion, we need to test this with a battery to make sure that everything fits properly and we can go ahead with the build. And next, a good paint job. Next, we solder up all the wires and get ready for a good test run. And so here is our little battery car. We have chains and pins on each end. Keep everything in place. I did not do a brake on this one. I might in another time, like I put a brake here. I may put another brake on this car, but for right now, no. So we have our load, and I put that on backwards, of course. It goes this way. But gives us a simple load until I can do something different. I might put a scrap load in here, scrap steel or something, you never know. But you can get access to the battery either by lifting the load off, and there's your battery. And of course these are the shorter batteries. Or if you don't want to take the load off, just pull the top off. And I may make a different type of load cover for this. Sometime I might do a box car like this. I just like having the ability to change out your consist, make it a little different each time. And then you can see I had to do a little jog in the height of the these pin and loop couplers are just a little bit offset. That one's a lot lower than this one. So those will connect well. The battery connection will hook up. And the last thing I have to do is make sure I can get access to that battery connection. So what we're going to do is pull this out. Now that will go in like that. So I want to keep the battery connection right about there. And the way we're going to do that is a little bit of hot glue. Hot glue works for a lot of things. Just got to keep it away from the wheel set. And then I like to tease it a little bit just to make sure it gets all up and down the wire and it holds it nicely in there. And of course you're going to have strings with this. When it's all done and said, just pull the strings loose. Wait until it's cold enough though, otherwise you're going to burn your fingers on it. And why don't we take the train out and have a little fun out there? run a train for a little bit. We're going to take the new little Falk out and give her a test run. The box is a little bit long. My carrying box is a little bit long. Tapped on the steps as I went down. Yeah, everything's a little bit of a grade here, so we have to be careful coming down to the train tracks. And here we are. We'll set up in the city. Nice shady area. And we'll bring the little power pack first. Oh, and this is the headlight I was telling you about earlier. It's just a little LED light in there. And okay, and then we have our power on that side, and this side for the light. Then we have our power car. Okay, and couple that up. Pull it up here a little bit, get more room. It is a little more trouble than with knuckle couplers, but I do like the authenticity of these better. Okay, well, let's see how she runs. But before you run an engine, you have to have an engineer. Now, he's not quite right yet, but we're going to work on him. It's something anyway. And so here's our little Falk engine with engineer. Not sure what we'll call him yet. And then our electronics car and our battery car. Gives us something to play with. Oh. Okay. We're going to go with that right now. We'll power this thing up, and she says she is connected. So let's see what we got. Yeah, I've still got to work on that. They told me it's the Johnson bar setting. A little headlight really makes it, doesn't it? We have to walk a little extra to get around this layout. I did not clean the tracks this morning, so we'll have to watch out for things. The engineer's a little tall for this one. All right, let's see what this thing will do with a full consist now. There we go, Mr. Engineer. He's slipping a little bit. I think we'll wait for one of the bigger engines to take this load. And so after a failed attempt to pull 3 full log cars, another flat car, we'll leave it at that for a while. Well, that was my little Falk engine, and I love the way that thing runs and sounds now. So, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and we'll see you down the rails. Bye, everyone.